Yo, what the fuck is up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. Fah Fah. You already know what the fuck it is, man. And this is We Became Radio, Ignorant Shit Volume 3, man. What's popping with everybody this morning, man? How's everybody feeling? I hope everybody good, man. So let's get into this shit. Let's do it, man. What's popping? George, good morning, sir. Salute to you. Oh, man. I don't even know where the fuck to start. I could go so many different directions. There's a lot to talk about. Where should we start? Man. If you paid $49.99 for a fucking pay-per-view last night, I would say that you made a decision a lot of us chose not to do, but I'm sure you were entertained. Shocked more than anything, but entertained. Man, look, man. I don't give a fuck with no, all right, man, fuck it, man. I'm just going to go straight into it. I don't care. Hold on. Gerald Fields, salute. Nick Harmon, what's goody? Boxing God, salute. I got to go back and watch that fight. I didn't get to watch that fight. I left my house. I had to go to a baby shower right before that fight happened. The last fight I got to watch, I left right after the Bivol fight. So I didn't get to see Natasha Jonas versus Katie Taylor, and I didn't get to see Del Boy versus Joseph Parker. But I did watch the Andy Ruiz, Chris Arreola fight, like right before I got on here. Yeah, man. So, yeah, but I heard about the Chisora robbery, man, and which is very unfortunate considering that this motherfucker, man, like, he's only fought probably everybody that's been thrown in his way, man. And he always manages to come up short, man. He put up a good fucking effort against Usyk, and, to come against Joseph Parker and you to go out there and do what you're supposed to do and not get the victory, yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up because, Derek Chisora is a hard worker, man. If anybody, especially if they put in their work, if anybody deserves to get their wins, man, it's definitely Derek Chisora. So, yeah, man, that's a fucking stain. But, yo, man, I guess let's go ahead and get the, guess what the fuck I just found out, man? Malik Scott, I swear to God, I don't know if I'm fucking dreaming or not, man. But I just found out Malik Scott is training Deontay Wilder, man, for his next fight, whoever the fuck his next fight is against, man. Like, yo, somebody help me make this shit make sense. Somebody help me make this shit make sense. Where the fuck did he get his credentials? They making me mad. Where? Where did this dude get his credentials? OnlyFans? Hold up. Let me get this straight. So you fire Mark Breland, you take a whole year, and you decide to come back, and you mean to tell me you're announcing that Malik Scott, Mr. Red Lobster and Dirty Feet and Big Girls, is your fucking trainer? How do you get trained by the dude who took a dive from you? Who does that? And if it wasn't a dive and people want to believe it's real, how do you get trained by the guy who whooped your ass? I ain't never in my life. Somebody tell me somebody tell me something I don't know. When the fuck has he ever won a world title? Wasn't the last notable thing that he's done is get his ass whooped by Luis Ortiz? And he beat him too? And that's who's training you? Man, look, man. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Malik Scott. So, if he got any fights coming up, they all snoozers. They all snoozers. Like they wasn't going to be that anyway. But if he has any fights coming up, man, I mean, just, okay, I'm going to go a little bit deeper than that. That should tell you, the delusional fight fan, what the fuck he was the entire time. When you get rid of a trainer for throwing in the towel, for saving your life, and you pick up the guy who picks up the tab is the motherfucker who took a dive, that should tell you that every person that he fought before that was a dive outside of Tyson Fury. You can't convince me any different. Yo, this ain't nothing new in boxing. Motherfuckers been taking dives. You can't tell me every nigga that fought Deontay Wilder, them motherfuckers didn't take a dive. Outside of Arthur Smilka and Johan Duhaupas and Tyson Fury. Duhaupas went for it. Every opponent he's ever fought, on top of him being tomato cans, he definitely took dives. You can't convince me any different. I don't need the proof. Malik Scott is his trainer. That's all the proof you need. Now I've got all the proof in the world to know that beyond him already being illegitimate and us knowing that, we know that nothing about this motherfucker's career was real. We already know that. But if you were a fan of him, that should tell you everything you need to know. You can't be this stupid. I'm talking about Deontay Wilder fans. You can't be this fucking stupid to believe in this guy after you hear an announcement like that. That don't make you take a step back, sip your motherfucking tea and ask, huh? The fuck is going on over there? Man, look. What the fuck is going on in Al Heyman's house, man? What is going on in Al Heyman's house, man? I need to know, man. It's some real next level motherfucking shit going on over there, man. Some real dark shit going on in Al Heyman's house. If niggas can accept Malik Scott, your known throwaway guy, or is your head that far fucking gone where you only willing to accept Malik Scott training you because he's maybe willing to conform in every way that you would like him to? I don't fucking know. But wow. Let me read a couple of these comments, man. IBFP salute, man. Look, man, I am like, if this don't tell you, like, fuck just Deontay Wilder, question their whole promotional outfit. Look at Tank Davis. Look at all of these fucking WBA fucking regular titles that ain't even world fucking titles that these motherfuckers is throwing up. Got y'all thinking that this nigga's a legitimate three-way world champion. That should let you know that all them WBA belts, that should let you know that all of these fucking weird-ass fugazi fights is happening. That should let you know that Errol Spence going in the direction of Jordanius Ugas. I don't give a fuck what nobody tells me. I can't even legitimize that ain't going to be nothing more than a dive now. Anything Tank Davis do, I'm going to have to consider that shit nothing more than a dive now. Because if I'm looking at the patterns of activity, all of this shit show you that they got some weird shit going on, man. None of that shit that's going on at the PBC. There ain't no legitimate fights coming out of that stable, bro. Ain't no real one-on-ones coming out of that stable, bro. It'll never happen. They don't even want their fighters to have real trainers. They want their fighters to have dudes that's going to be like, yes, boss. You want me to wipe this sweat off your back, boss? You want me to wipe the sweat off the boss's boss? Whatever you need, boss. Tell me I'm lying, man. If anybody thinks that Errol Spence When he fights your Denius Ugas, Ugas is going to do anything more than take a dive, man. I don't know. Now, Sean Porter, they'll let it do well. They wouldn't even let him beat him because they didn't give him the decision on that fight. They'll let him fight a Sean Porter. They ain't going to let him fight an Errol Spence. Look at it. They got Chris Arreola and Andy Ruiz fighting on a main event, on a pay-per-view card. It don't get no more fucking hysterical than that. That shit is a joke all on its own. And the fact that this nigga got knocked down by Chris Arreola in the second round, rocked in it, I think he might even got dropped twice in that fight. Save your excuses, Andy. Save them. Because I don't want to hear it. You can't tell me that you underestimated Chris. You dodged Dillian White. When they asked you about Luis Ortiz and Luis wanting to make that fight, you sounded real weird and was just like, I need to get back in the gym, man. I underestimated him, man. I look pretty good. Yo, I'm all right. Look, y'all need to know this shit. Any fucking fighter in a post conference that tells you after they go out and get dropped and rocked numerous times by a 40-year-old Chris Arreola, if they tell you they operated on 60%, you shouldn't even invest no more time in them. If you get dropped and rocked and in trouble by a 40-year-old Chris Arreola, if you tell me that you operated on a 60% level, I could never believe you. You've been lying to me your entire fucking boxing career. Chris Arreola had you in a worse position than Anthony Joshua had you. That ain't no slight against Anthony Joshua. That's a slight against you, stupid. Can you believe this shit? You can't make this shit up. And okay, contrary to fucking fans' belief, because I'm sure everybody left out of that arena like, yo, last night was a great night. Man, them boys put on a real Mexican war. Let me just pump your brakes real quick. Andy Ruiz didn't go out there and give you a great fight because he wanted to. He didn't go out there and give you a great fight because he needed to. He went out there and gave you a great fight because he got dropped on his ass, and he ain't have no choice but to fight by Chris Arreola. It didn't matter what Andy Ruiz did at that point. When that nigga hurt you, let me put this in perspective. You got knocked out by Chris Arreola in the second round, bro. You got looked up by Chris Arreola, a Chris Arreola that's been talking about retiring his last 3 fights. A Chris Arreola who suffered from the same inactivity as you did while you complaining in your post-press conference. So how much sympathy are we supposed to show you? If anybody we feel bad for, it's Chris Arreola. Because shit, I'm sorry. If I'm you cannot. Hold on. Yo, you making me mad. Fight fans, fighters, anybody with any fucking sense or anybody without a fucking bit of common sense, hear me and hear me clear. Never in your fucking boxing career can you be having debatables with a 40-year-old Chris Arreola. You can't be having debatables with a 40-year-old saggy, drooped out of nipple. Never. It's unacceptable. What made him think he could sit down with his son and think that was okay? He chinned you. Like, put that in your pipe and smoke it, fight fans. Chris Arreola went out that jump and chinned your fast hand Andy Ruiz that y'all all put all this stock into after Anthony Joshua. He chinned him. Went the distance and put on a debatable with Andy Ruiz. The struggle plate that is Premier Boxing Championship, oh my God, is oh so real. When these you can't make this shit up, man. You know that motherfucker. You got to walk around. Yo, I don't think y'all know what this means, man. Chris Arreola's motherfucking, his morale is through the roof right now. Every time he walks around Andy Ruiz has to understand that, like, yo, you in life and death with this man. You didn't knock him on his ass. He knocked you on yours. How do you live your life like that? That's got to be a blotch on your resume, man. Can't nobody tell me no different, yo. You got starched by Andy Ruiz, man. And I'm going to keep saying that, man. So get used to it. Because this is for all of the people who jumped on Anthony Joshua, made Andy Ruiz the greatest fucking heavyweight since, I don't fucking know, June 1st of 2019. He got starched by Chris Arreola. This the guy y'all talk so highly of with sold out seats too. That's fucking embarrassing. Hold that L right on your fucking forehead, B. You putting on debatables with Chris Arreola. The nipple, the outer nipple. That's what you're doing. That's what you have people coming out in main events for you to put on debatables with Andy fucking Ruiz. You can't, oh my God, you can't make this shit up. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. I'll never in my fucking life believe that a legitimate fight will ever come out of Premier Boxing Champions again. Ever. Ever. We got Malik Scott. Malik Scott is now the trainer of a so-called top 5 heavyweight. Yo, Jake Paul and Ben Askren did like 1.3 million in pay-per-view sales in a boxing match. Steve Cunningham is fighting Frank fucking Mir. Yeah, like, do y'all see where I'm going with this? How many motherfuckers are gonna make an absolute joke of boxing and make pretty lucrative checks out of it? And how many fucking fighters who are going out here putting on pay-per-views against a guy who he had landslide odds just to obliterate, and he's getting knocked on his ass by a 40-year-old guy who's been on retirement fucking protocol. He's real life, been drinking his cerveza, eating steak, on retirement protocol, and he goes in there and gets the best out of you. Oh my God, you can't make this shit up, man. Twilight Zone type of activity. And we wonder why boxing is suffering here. We wonder why this shit is a fucking joke. Nothing over at the PBC at this point you can say is legitimate. And yo, I'm not coming down on Chris Arreola because I feel for him. But we have to understand who this gentleman is here, man. He can't put together 4 good punch combinations like in succession. It's not something that he could do right now. He barely could push off a jab that entire fight. Every fucking shot of what Andy Ruiz perceived as concussive impact came in short range. I'm talking Bruce Lee blows, like a half an inch away from your face, knocking fucking Wonder Boy hair on his fat ass. knocking Party Boy over here on his ass. Knocking Sushi and Body Shots here on his ass. Hey, remember the little boy who got his tooth pulled and shit on that YouTube video? Here's Andy Ruiz. I'm dizzy. That's what Chris Arreola. Oh my God, nigga, I could do this all day. I really can. This is an embarrassment, man. You nor I shouldn't go the rest of this week, nor a month, letting this motherfucker live that shit down. Y'all see when Eddie Reynoso took the podium? That motherfucker. Oh, I'm gonna get it out. Just give me a second. I'm about to crack a rib. I'm laughing so hard, yo. People. Okay, Pete, real shit. I'm trying to get it out because I'm really in tears over here, and I'm holding back like a motherfucker because this shit gotta go over audio. So, all right, dig. Eddie Reynoso takes the podium after Andy Ruiz's son goes up there and acts a whole ass. That was probably the most entertaining shit out of everything. Andy Ruiz's son. But anyway, Eddie Reynoso takes the podium. Y'all see how he just sat down, that motherfucker? He had the blankest look on his face. He's like, shit. That motherfucker didn't say a word the whole time. He's sitting there trying to figure out a way. He's like, how am I going to politically correct? How am I going to take the politically correct approach of smoothing this shit over to the boxing world, media pundits, live fans listening alike, and not knock my fighter at the same time about his performance? Hold on. Keep talking, Andy. Keep making excuses. I'm thinking. Shit, is he finished? And now he's still talking. Keep talking, Andy. Keep talking. I'm thinking right now. I got it. You know what Andy said to me? and I'm going to share this with you guys. Do you know what Andy said to me? He said right after the fight, he said he wants to go back, get right back in the gym. The only thing you could say about Andy Ruiz at that point in time was the fact that he was willing to be ready to go get back in the gym and work. Bro, let me go ahead and clear this up for y'all motherfuckers. Let me add some clarity to this shit. That's the only thing that he fucking could say. All he could say was he was going to go back and get in the gym and want to work his fat ass off and shave off a couple of more pounds off this shameful fucking body. Was because he got dropped and rocked by Chris fucking Arreola. It's fucking pathetic. You goddamn right he wanted to work. There was no clubs. There was no popping no champagne bottles. There was no trying to figure out how successful the pay-per-view was after this shit. It's, I need to get straight to work because when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to have hella negative media kickback. That's all Eddie Reynoso could do. Great way of finessing it, by the way. Superb way of finessing it, but all he could do was finesse it. He could only make that shit seem as if my guy is in a completely different headspace than he was when he fought Anthony Joshua in Diriyah, Saudi Arabia, when he looked like fucking flubber in the middle of the fucking ring. Getting fucking cherry Kool-Aid knocked out his cheeks with razor blade precision. What else could you say? What else could you speak to? He got so many fucking sound bites. Trust me, I cut him all the way up. Where you could just dog his ass and continuously dog him. What else could Eddie Reynoso say? Because even he knows you should never, ever, and I mean ever, be getting knocked on your ass by Chris Arreola after coming off what made you famous at this point in your career that is completely unacceptable. If Adam Kalinowski, the one who just got his fucking dome rocked by the Nordic Nightmare, can go out there and put on 12 rounds with this motherfucker and not get dropped, you got more of a skill set than he does. That means you shouldn't be either. So what does that tell us? You're the only fucking retard in God knows how long that's been chinned by the outer nipple. It's pathetic. It's degrading. You should be ashamed of yourself. Eddie Reynoso couldn't even save him. He had to speak to what could be potentially your work ethic. Okay, you shaved off a couple of pounds getting in this camp. You had enough time. The only reason you were inactive was because you chose to do all of the wrong shit. Kind of the same reasons fucking old mental head case Queen fucking Ryan, aka the Golden Girl, made himself inactive right now. Yeah. Your inactivity was based off of your lackluster performance, your ability to stuff more tacos down your throat than knock more stuffing out of a fucking heavy bag. That is the reason you were inactive. That is the reason you look bad. You can't speak at a post conference about why you look bad and base it off of ring rust when the only reason you were rusty is because you chose cerveza and tacos. Fish tacos, might I add you. So what? I'm supposed to sympathize with what? Huh? Help me figure this shit out. There's nothing I can sympathize with here because you brought it all on yourself. I'm tired of these cocksuckers who bring all of this bullshit on themselves, bring all of this unnecessary media attention that they could have avoided if they had somewhat of a stand-up fucking gene in their body. I'm supposed to be sympathetic to what here? They go out here and sell you a sob story and then go in the fucking media. They go out here and they don't perform. They sell you a sob story. They tell you to look forward to their fucking third fucking potential Anthony Joshua fight that I feel like should never fucking happen. What he showed me since he shaved fucking weight off his fucking body because he doesn't have the muscle mass to go underneath of it because he's still trying to cut and go through the weight is. He focused more time on fucking losing weight and trying to be nimble than anything. You made yourself chinny. Andy Ruiz might be the type of fighter who is just going to be physically sloppy, but he needs to have a couple of little pounds on him because with weight off or with weight on, I mean, shit, your hands weren't any faster. The pop wasn't any better than what I've seen before because Chris Arreola had to bring the best up out of you. I don't know how many times do I have to highlight how pathetic this shit is. Chris Arreola had to bring the best of combinations up out of your motherfucking ass because he went out there and shocked the world tonight. And you went out there and shocked the world too with your ability to have the fucking chin of a cradle baby deer. I mean, what? What else can I say? These are the facts. You know it did. He ain't never had a body to where it was like, yo, I'm going to lose this weight and it's going to make me a superior puncher. It's going to make me superior this, superior that. I'm like, okay, you might add another element to your one tank, but you've been developing the type of body type to where you've already been adapted to carrying it. You've been fucking carrying it for God knows how long. You've been basing your win off having that type of weight. Why would you lose it? Because it truly makes him look significant in the heavyweight division. Andy Ruiz was never the strongest puncher. He caught Joshua with an equilibrium shot that was behind the ear, nothing more. He doesn't have smack like that. Fast hands, yes. When it hits, when it touches the pad, a touch skin, does it sound like it got something behind it? Yes. But I mean, shit, there have been plenty of motherfuckers who look strong but don't got no crack, who fast but don't got no crack. You just might be one of those guys. No, fuck all that. Clearly you're that guy. You were trying to fade this 40-year-old over-the-hill guy with everything that you fucking had, and it amounted to nothing. We didn't see Chris Arreola in any other compromising position than we seen him in. Matter of fact, we probably were sitting there like, kudos to you for looking way better. Because, I mean, we all gave him hell, considering that you were a byproduct of a fucking pay-per-view that should have never happened. That's the only reason why Chris Arreola caught the short end of the stick here. It wasn't like we were bagging on him. He just happened to be the fucking opposition, the more than willing gatekeeper that'll be willing to go in there and fight anybody. It wasn't him. We were more ashamed of Andy for being in that position, and he had multiple opportunities. And now we truly see why you were taking Chris Arreola touch-ups, dodging Dillian White, and not fighting Luis Ortiz. Because if that was Luis Ortiz, he might have knocked him out. No, he probably would have knocked him out. I really think so. After seeing what I just saw, I really think motherfucking the old man might be capable. And listening to Andy Ruiz after the press conference, the old man might be more than capable. Go ahead, Luis Ortiz, break out the black hair dye, fucking go ahead and head to your local fucking hipster barbershop, get ready. It might be time for a comeback. Well, look, guys, that's all I got, man. I got to get ready to get out of here. I got to shoot to Fort Washington, man. I got to fucking, my man host a battle league. He battling today and all of this shit, so I got to get ready to go to a hip-hop battle all the way up fucking hours away from here. So, yeah, man, hopefully, motherfucking, y'all enjoyed Ripper Gang Radio this morning, man. This is Ignorant Shit Volume 3. Yeah, man, Andy Ruiz, man. Your stock has dropped, bro. Get your shit together. You got chinned by Chris Arreola. Tyson Fury, you need to shut the fuck up. John Fury, you can eat a big old fucking spoon and shut the fuck up. Frank Warren, flip-flopping ass Bob Arum, all of y'all motherfuckers, all y'all greedy motherfuckers can shut the fuck up. Yeah, man. And just let real bosses handle real boss shit. And we know why Anthony Joshua got knocked down, and we could see him visualizing his win in the second match with fucking Andy Ruiz. But after seeing what I just saw, I see no reason, absolutely no reason why Andy Ruiz should ever get a fight with Anthony Joshua, because there's nothing from that fucking performance that says, hey, man, you would be more than ready for Anthony Joshua 2.0, 3.0 now, who's already punched on your face and evolved since the fucking Kubrat Pulev fight. It would just go out and just purely dominate you even more now. You look bad, dude. You look bad. The shit was fucking pathetic. I fucking need a fucking drink now. That shit was a fucking cringe. As we always say at the end of this time, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. I'm going to check out this Chisora Joseph Parker fight, and then we'll weigh back in on that shit. Remember, fuck it. We're going to do Ripper Gang Radio tomorrow, too. Fuck it. We're going to continue. Since y'all didn't get y'all a full hour, we'll make it an hour and a half tomorrow. And look out for the Demetrius Andre premiere. I'll be dropping that sometime in the evening, and we can watch that cut together during the premiere. All right, y'all. Everybody salute. Thank y'all for being with me once again. Fah Fah. You already know what it is. Respect.